here we are, just magically at the end of whatever this dungeon's name is. It doesn't actually tell you what the name of this dungeon is when you come in. I just realized. The palace at the center of hell, or whatever it is. I don't know. And we've got another cutscene with Satori, who's... I don't remember her name. I already had forgotten it. So, I'm glad they introduce her by name when you walk in. I remember her. I just can't keep anyone's name straight in this game as far as minor characters. Oh, well, they just show up. They didn't even walk out of a gap this time, even though they've got Yukari with them. I guess they were just in this room the whole time, and we didn't look to the left when we walked in, or we would have seen them. Like, are they just hanging out here now? Yeah, well, I'm not super surprised that Chaos is working with Runosuke, but I am surprised that Runosuke is able to take control of someone in the Remains of Hell, because we had already established earlier in the game that that was impossible. Gathering up the remaining components together. Are the components and the fragments the same thing? Like, fragments is a better word, obviously, but I wonder if they're actually different things. Because you've used both words. Like, really early in the game, before we knew that they were even people, you were using the word component, and then I think this is the first time you've used it since we found out that they were people. Gathering up abilities that you mortals have. I don't think all of these people are mortals, though. Isn't... Oh god, I already forgot her name. She's standing right behind me. Isn't the pink-hair girl an immortal, though? Maybe she's not. Like, I don't really think an immortal would walk around in a pink skirt and a hairband and dyed pink hair. They mostly dress in formal, old-fashioned clothing because they got their fashion sense hundreds of years ago. She's dressed more modernly than anybody else in this game, almost. But I really did think she was an immortal, because she's like the guardian of hell or something. Maybe they just mean that nobody is an immortal anymore. Are we gonna fight all 6 of these people at once? This is not gonna go well. We are outnumbered and screwed. No! No, don't invite a fight with all of these people at once. Don't ask where Tenchi is. We don't want Tenchi here. That's like, where's Tenchi? And she walks in. That's what happens. You should probably mention who she's dealing with a little more descriptively than the Hell Raven, because I don't know who that is. We haven't been introduced to any Hell Ravens in this game. I don't think. I have no idea who that would be. Is there someone else coming in? Like, why did you look to the south for a minute? I thought someone else was coming in the room. Oh, she's not under Pandora's control. There's no plot hole after all, because I was thinking, like, they said Rinosuke can't control anyone down here. Wait, who? That was a question that should have had a question mark at the end. Yugen Magen? What's a Yugen Magen? Why does that look familiar? Is that the name of the thing that was controlling, that's what we fought with Kane, and it killed, Shigekieki, right? But, like, it didn't... I didn't think Yugen Magen was its name, I thought it was just like its species. Maybe it still is. Like, just sort of weirdly appeared out of nowhere, but okay. I don't know why we're having this fight right now, really. Like, even if it took control of her, why is it attacking us and not Rinosuke? Shouldn't it be attacking Rinosuke? Where my blink at? There. Well, it resists that, but it's still really good even when it's resistant. I'm assuming this boss has a really important steal, because it's like the big boss in an area where I'm forced to have the person who can steal. So logically, every boss that I'm forced to have Marissa for should have a really good steal, but it's not always the case. Stole another healing item? Really? Okay. Oh, just missed. That's fine. Are you weak to Holy? Because you're like the leader of Hell, right? No, you resist Holy. Of course the leader of Hell is Holy Elemental. Why would I not have predicted that? I should have known that. A boss that doesn't resist Master Spark, that's a nice change. Oh yeah, just keep using moves that I absorb. That is okay. Oh, I should actually do the Oni wine, because several people need MP. Oh, this healing spell is getting pretty good. Just drop kick him. Okay, well, that didn't do much. Does she resist physical? That's weird. How did that heal for less than the base amount? Like, the base amount it said was 940, and then it healed for 700 and something. How is that possible? Because it, like, the base power only gets added to by your magic, and then, like, if it were an attack, then it could do less than the base power because enemies have defense, but there's no defense against healing. Either the base power on that spell is listed wrong, or Reimu resists healing spells. I can't decide which of those would be stupider. Neither one should be true. If Reimu is resisting the healing spells, then that's bad design. The other one is just a typo, I guess. So, by the way, thanks for forcing 2 physical characters into my party on a boss that resists physical damage. That was great. Are you actually resistant to Holy? No, it was just the physical damage you resisted. This might actually do more. Yeah, it does a little more. Just because it's magical. All she's good for is items. Her physical attacks do 200 damage. This boss is using a lot of my moves. So far it's used moves by at least Marissa, Patchouli, Raisin, a couple others that I'm not 100% sure about, but I'm pretty sure they belong to people in my party. Opening Winds, I think, is Aya's move. It might not be, but I think it is. Yeah, there's one of Reimu's attacks. So, I guess this character has the power to steal other people's abilities. If that's her, like, special power, then I kind of understand why Rinosuke would be interested, but not really, because Rinosuke can already steal everyone's powers. He just mind controls them. So what's the point? Like, what's he even doing down here if he can't control any of these people? Rinosuke and Chaos and Yukari just stand there and watch for that whole fight. They don't join in on either side. They don't turn it into a three-way fight. They just stand there and watch. So does this thing not have a form or anything? Him? It's male? There are male characters in Touhou? How did it get away? It was right there. It just blinked out of existence? What? What? Who did that? And did someone just use like a lust spell on Yukari of all people? Who did that? What the hell? You don't have to deal with Tenshi. She's not doing anything. Just leave her. Nobody cares about her. The only thing that matters is when she tries to stop us. If she's not trying to stop us, don't remind her about us. Stop Rinosuke. Like, why did we not even attack him, or why did he not attack us? I don't understand what happened in this scene. Wait, you're joining my party? Really? You're not joining my party, you're just getting in my inventory, I guess? Okay. This whole thing is really weird. I guess I can use a tent. Like, there are free healing things around this dungeon in a couple of places, but I don't think there's one between here and the back exit, where I assume I'm finally going now. Like, they didn't actually tell me how to get there. They didn't actually tell me where I was going. I'm just sort of assuming that because there was a locked door earlier in the game, now I can probably go through it. Yeah. Like, maybe you could have told me this was where I was supposed to go? I mean, part of the reason I figured it out is just because I was looking at this in the map editor. Six? Is that like the anti-Cerno? Upside down Cerno? It makes sense because it's all fire. Well, something important must be going on because we didn't have battle music during the battle. Like, this whole dungeon just doesn't have battle music, I guess? I'm... No victory music either, just keep going. Okay. Well, I like the music. It's just never happened before, and I don't really feel like the scenes leading up to this are dramatic enough to entail this. Like, so far the only thing that's happened is the main villain got turned into comedy relief. Like, maybe there's supposed to be some sort of epic battle coming up, but if so, the Pepe Le Pew moment was not really, wasn't really great preparation for it. Momiji is fragile. I don't know what that character means. I recognize that it's a Japanese character. No idea what it means. Don't know why someone would spell out a Japanese character with rocks. Okay, well, a 10 actually still would have been cheaper. So she's under two people's control at once? Okay. Well, that's... yeah, that's not great. So Tenchi's not gonna do anything? Like, why is she even down here? Wait, is Utsuho a Hell Raven? She has butterfly wings. Those aren't raven wings, those are butterfly wings. There's nothing remotely raven-like about her. You misspelled something right there. That's not an acceptable word to misspell. Well, maybe if you had both Hope and Racing, like, they can both do it, right? Just get them to do it at the same time. Alternately, we can clonk her on the head. That usually works in these kinds of games. Anytime someone is under mind control, you just beat the crap out of them. And then they're fine. Why don't they call her by the same name that she's listed as in the text boxes? Like, if Oku is the name she goes by, then that should be what it says. And I'm just getting more crappy healing items. This would be such a perfect dungeon to make the steals be, like, important pieces of equipment. or new spell upgrades, but instead they're all just healing items. I don't get it. Okay, well if she's a Hell Raven, then she's probably Dark Elemental, right? No, she double resists holy physical attacks. Of course. She's immune to Earth. So you force a character into my party whose only skill, single target skill, is Earth Elemental. And then you give me a boss that's immune to it. That is terrible game design. You know it's terrible game design. How about Master Spark? Is that gonna work? No, Master Spark is freaking worthless. This whole battle is a disaster. Non-elemental misses, okay. How about this one? Not gonna do it? No, resist that! Come on! What am I supposed to do? Nothing works! Okay, well, I'm gonna cast Shell on the person who keeps getting at low HP, because it's not like any of my damage spells are worth casting. This is frickin' stupid. Do I want to use Berserk? The developer told me that this Berserk skill, despite being called Berserk, doesn't have anything to do with the Berserk status. Which is really dumb and confusing. But I'm gonna try it. Like, I guess. Like, this is the one battle where Yugi can't do anything else, so if the game is designed even remotely competently, then this otherwise really bad skill that takes multiple rounds to set up is the solution to what to do here. Certainly nothing... Does she have regen? Oh my god, yeah! Holy shit! She doesn't need regen on top of everything else. I already can't hurt her. Oh my god. Hey, Berserk, what does this even do? Okay, that did something, I guess. It wasn't super impressive, it missed once. For taking 2 rounds to use, I'm not really that impressed. Here's the real question. Do I have to use Annihilating Roar again to set it up? Or can I use Berserk again? No, I have to use it every time. So, it's not any better. Like, I can do her other attack for 450 damage, or I can do that one for 900 and it takes 2 rounds. What's the point? That really looks like some sort of attack. Like, why doesn't that do any damage? All these skills that look like attacks and don't do damage, like Reimu's revival spell and both of Sane's healing spells, I think. Yeah, I guess I'll just do my really terrible attacks. I don't have any other options. I'm gonna do this Annihilating Roar and then Berserk again, just because it costs less MP than the alternative. But it seems to be the only good thing about it, is that it doesn't cost very much MP. And it just sometimes double casts and does nothing twice. Okay. Now we get to Berserk. This freaking takes long enough to set up. She only does it twice this time. Oh my gosh. And like one of those attacks did only 100 damage instead of 300. So that skill's even worse than I thought, because the first time the only reason it did 900 damage was because it crit 3 times in a row, right? It's just several normal attacks in a row is all it does. You are worthless. Oh, okay. And then just out of nowhere, hit my entire party for 800 damage. What a stupid boss.